Episode 1 of Boots begins in 1990 with a look at Cameron, who's a bullied teenager. Along with the school bullies, his family also mocks him for being skinny and gay. He thinks his life will get better if he fits in with the rest, but his subconscious wants him to be himself and begin anew. His friend Ray drops out of the Air Force due to his eyesight, but Ray isn't deterred and decides to join the Marine Corps. However, he doesn't want to do it alone, and he convinces Cameron to join him. Now, Cameron believes the training will turn him into a man and agrees, but it seems he is in over his head as he starts regretting it the moment he arrives at boot camp. It doesn't help that being gay in the military is illegal. All the new recruits get an aggressive welcome from drill instructors Howitt, Knox and McKinnon. While some recruits like Ray, Hicks and Slovacek fit in easily, others have trouble, including Cameron. It's only day one and Cameron gets punished for smiling and not finishing his meal. Hicks is a troublemaker and enjoys messing with the other recruits, and he steals Oshoa's boots and the poor guy has to train barefoot. Instructor Knox targets Ray, throwing racist slurs at him. At home, Cameron's mother Barbara and his brother Benji forget where he has gone. They get a voicemail from him of his current whereabouts and are pretty shocked. That night, Cameron runs into Slovacek jerking off. Slovacek is homophobic towards Cameron and seems to guess that he is gay. Now, Cameron is scared and believes he's made a mistake, and he wants to leave, but Ray promises that things will get better. The one who is fit looks down on John, the fatter twin, believing he will be kicked out of the Marines very soon. Now, while shaving, Hicks gets all up in Cameron's personal space, pretending to help him only to actually threaten him. And Nash is allergic to shaving cream, and instructor McKinnon silently passes him shaving powder. Day 2 begins with the strength test. Now, if a recruit fails this, they are kicked out. It's easy for Ray as he chats with Slovacek, while Oshoa loves to talk and tries to befriend Cameron. But when it comes to their love life, Cameron pretends to have an ex-girlfriend. Instead, Cameron befriends John here. John reveals that his family all come from the Marines, and he joined as he cannot break tradition. One of the final tests involves pull-ups. While the bigger guys like Hicks and Slovacek easily pass, Cameron and John struggle. Now, Ray starts cheering them and the rest follow, including instructor McKinnon. This encourages Cameron and John and they are able to pass. Elsewhere, a furious Barbara confronts a recruiter, Pitowski, for stealing her son. However, he ends up flattering her and also flirts too, and she forgets all about getting Cameron back. Now, at camp it's shower time and Cameron panics at seeing the communal shower. He accidentally touches Slovacek, who threatens him as usual, and on his other side is Nash, who gives him a flirtatious smile. Cameron can't help it as he stares at Nash, but thankfully no one else notices. It's then time to pick rifles and Oshoa helps the dyslexic kid Mason. Ray tries to encourage Cameron, but instructor Knox catches on. He insults Ray, acting homophobic and racist. Now, Ray makes the mistake of glaring at Knox and is beaten up for it, but this isn't protocol as the company commander fires Knox. Cameron panics in the wake of this, blaming himself for Ray getting hurt. He fumbles with his rifle and Nash has to help him. Later that night, Ray finally returns to the dorm and assures Cameron that everything is fine. Cameron can't take it anymore and wants to leave, but Ray says he needs him. But the devil on Cameron's shoulder, his subconscious, wonders if they're actually making the right choice. And the next morning, instructor Sullivan, Knox's replacement, arrives at camp. He's hard on the recruits as well and ends up targeting Cameron in particular. While he trains them with their rifles, he monologues how many of the recruits don't fit. But it's his job to destroy those weaknesses and turn them into men. Cameron is exhausted, but he keeps up with the rest as episode 1 comes to an end. This new Netflix original takes a gamble of taking a harrowing journey of joining the Marines and giving it a dramedy treatment. There is no in-your-face comedy, but the black humour, irony and satirical moments keep this episode light and engaging. Now, Mars Heiser is mostly responsible for this quirky approach, having his Cameron gossip with himself, trying to flee at every turn and struggling to stay afloat while everyone around him believes he is the weak link. There are several recurring themes as well which elevates this episode from being a simple coming-of-age story. The internal conflicts, identity crises and a code of conduct permeates every supporting character. There's Knox, who constantly crosses a line and is fired for it, and then there's McKinnon, who is equally hard on the recruits but sees them as humans. And Nash and Oshoa treating everyone kindly highlight the brotherhood that usually forms in such spaces too. Then we have Ray, the actual friend, who is starting to go on a different path, befriending Slovacek and refusing to let Cameron leave. The supporting ensemble and their individual storylines steal the show whenever they can, and this is bound to keep Boots from getting too monotonous, a drawback of some military set movies and shows. All in all, this is a good start for what should be a solid series. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.